I'm sure all of you have heard about all the stories about Harvey Weinstein, the big, powerful movie mogul. Now, he took advantage, sounds like he raped some women and masturbated in front of them and used those bully tactics, like he said, "Oh, don't complain, they know me in this hotel, I guess there's some kind of pervert's license that got going in that hotel, so they kind of let him do whatever he wants." But anyway, more of those bully tactics that they use in Hollywood. Now they destroy people. I don't know if you've noticed that everyone in Hollywood seems really scared to me. They're trying to intimidate us instead of giving us entertainment and joy and fun and take us away, like they keep telling us in those montages, when they give each other awards, the award show. We take the public away, we take the common folk away to fantasy world, and we make them happy, fill their lives, their dull lives that would be otherwise very dull without us. And instead of giving us that entertainment and joy and take us away from the oppression of taxes and everybody calling each other names, they're intimidating us. They're trying to instill fear in us, as afraid as they are. See, they're all afraid. They got to the places where they're at. Well, according to one of these actresses, she said that all of them knew. All of them knew. Of course, there's an old adage of a casting couch. Everybody's known about the casting couch, how you gotta basically sleep your way to the top in Hollywood. But she said, the latest one that came out, she said that everybody in Hollywood, everyone in Hollywood knew what this guy was doing. And he's not the only one. He gets away with it, the rest of them get away with it. So all these hypocrites in Hollywood who are trying to get us to hate, the president because he said something, he just said something. Hollywood access tape. Billy Bush did that Hollywood access tape, by the way. They knew in the future they were preparing 10 years ago. They knew he might run for president, so he had a hidden mic. He would catch him saying something. It was just a bunch of baloney amongst two guys, privately, in secret, to another guy. And what he was talking about, if you didn't know, and which pretty much everybody should know, about groupies, how they let these women into your room because they want to be there. He passed it off as locker room talk. He couldn't really say, these women who want to be there because they're called groupies and they follow stars and rock stars, and basically they're there. That's what they're there for. And you can reach out and do all sorts of things. This is what he was talking about, but he was basically BSing. Oh, yeah, sure, I can reach out and grab one of their, sure, I can do that. It was just BS. My uncles BS like that. I mean, they were famous for corny BS, and that's all he was doing. And, Hollywood pounced. Oh, even Tom Hanks, the voice of morality. Oh, it was just awful. And all of them, you hear about these. I used to live in California, and I heard from other actors. Well, I was an actor, but I knew actors. And there's these parties with these. The most famous of all of them are at these parties. There's mountains of cocaine and sex going on in all these rooms. And today I heard something very interesting about destroying careers. Hear all those stories. We keep forgetting. They're the voice of morality, and they're trying to intimidate us with fear and telling us to hate, hate, hate. I love it. Colbert is always telling us every night to hate. He reads all these books about the saints, or he used to talk to this priest and read the books about the saints, and he's this big Catholic that teaches Sunday school, and every night he goes on, instead of imitating Jesus, who was killed, and instead of preach love thy neighbor and love each other as I have loved you and all that other stuff, It's all hate, hate, hate. You know, the guy's full of hate, 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 because he's scared out of his mind of losing his job. You know, David Letterman had a lot of power. And he was one of those moguls who lured women up to his room, and he had power. They couldn't do that to him. But Colbert actually doesn't have any power. He's completely controlled, just like the rest of them. They're all Kimmel, they're all controlled, and they're all scared because their reputation, that's what Weinstein did. He destroyed reputations. He's scared out of his mind. Now, I know that he looked a little fragile, you know, the summer before he took his position, replacing Letterman. He had a little interview. You might want to look at that interview with Jerry Seinfeld. He had long beard and mustache and long hair, this wild look in his eyes. You know, all of us used to really love him. And we really felt for him, really worried about him. You know, when we heard these little snippets on the news, they would report about his mother, and, you know, his mother died. Something would happen to him. He wouldn't be the same. And unfortunately, he's really vulnerable. And his mother died, and something changed in him. You know how we used to wait for him to win a debate with when he's interviewing someone, especially an atheist. An atheist was saying, you know, there's no heaven. And Colbert would kind of get him. And at the end, he would, very disarming, would reach out his hand and he would say, you know, we'll finish this conversation on the other side. And the guy would shake his hand and, oh, okay. And he won. And we loved it. We were just, we loved it when Colbert did that. Or he would slip little things in to his shows that were kind of profound and kind of funny. And he used to write some of his material. Now he's got 99 writers. He doesn't write any of his material. This is Hollywood. This is the place of destruction. And you wonder about Robin Williams. He had a lot of trauma in his childhood, and he was destroyed by the demons of that childhood. And he loved Weinstein. Well, he thanked him. And this actress said that all of them knew about what Weinstein did. And all of them know about what the rest of them do. You kind of wonder if the demon of knowing the truth of Hollywood destroyed Robin Williams. And I'm worried about Colbert. The guy's really scared. Weinstein used to slip into his movies. Well, he didn't really slip. He used to use articles and used to make political articles, movies out of those articles, instead of how they used to do it out of books or fantasy, someone's imagination. Instead, he was trying to slip, and he had a lot of power in the Democratic Party. He gave a lot of money to the Clinton Foundation, and so he was slipping his own political spin into everything. And basically, we go there, we want to be taken away, and constantly we're hounded by, we don't realize it, it's subliminal, about this political spin. And of course, when they didn't get their way, so Hollywood threw a fit. They had to throw a fit. They're under a lot of pressure. If they don't deliver for these big moguls, they're going to be destroyed. So worth seeing Hollywood. You know, they're just spinning out of control. And I suggest, you know, reading books or watching old movies. I heard this story, very disturbing. Corey Feldman, I think he was in the movie Stand By Me. He was talking about how he was molested in Hollywood. And there were these parties that were attended by the children, these upcoming actors. Used to call them actors and actresses, but now actors. And the kids used to go there, look at this powerful person who's gonna, of course the parents, you know, want their kids to be a big star. So send them to these parties. And there was a handful of adult men there. and you know what they were there for. You kind of wonder why, Hollywood, everything is so corrupt, and everything kind of pushing this whole, Clinton, Bill Clinton. Remember he was caught going to Epstein's island? Well, I'm going to say no more. And he mentioned about another Corey who died at the age of 38, who was also a child actor. And he basically died of drugs, which these kids, they go become actors. A lot of them die of drugs. A lot of them are destroyed by drugs, even if they don't die. Well, this kid was raped at 11, at the age of 11, on a set. And that was the end of his life. So this is what's going on in Hollywood. I'd like to say not all of them. I hope to God not all of them. But all the actors and actresses know about this. Or the actors, I'm sorry. All the actors know about this. And they're scared out of their minds. And once Hollywood called me, and I put my picture in, it was in my Maryland time. I dyed my hair blonde. My hairdresser said, don't do that because it's going to ruin your hair. And Marilyn said that doing that to her hair turned her hair to cotton candy. So it was my Maryland phase. And the big movie came to my town, and they called me and said, we want you to be the stand-in for the lead. Of course, actress. Big famous actress, by the way. And I said, I just got a job. I was out of work for a little while, and I just got a job for minimum wage. And I said, oh, I got to work tomorrow. I bet Hollywood never heard that one. Anyway, they couldn't handle me in Hollywood. I would just speak my mind, couldn't keep me from speaking my mind. So they wouldn't like me. But unfortunately, all that stuff that went on with all these unfortunate children and actors and all that, powerful people taking advantage of you and doing all those sorts of things. I should have gone to Hollywood. At least I would have gotten money. Instead, I'm here. Anyway, I'm entertaining you, and I hope you have a good time. And I'm dressed here, and this is it. This is as far as I'm gonna go. And everything I say is going to have a touch of lots of morality and humanity slipped into everything I say. Because we have to have someone out there that's going to entertain us, which I will. Like and subscribe. I'm in the YouTube, because my political views are a little, politically, I don't know. So like and subscribe.